Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff back again with another great lesson, and of course we are looking at Tyrant by Judas Priest from the Sad Wings of Destiny album. Great song this, great suggestion by one of my Skype students, and I really appreciated that, so please do keep these suggestions coming. It's great to hear from you and what you want to hear on this channel. Talking about this channel, if you're new to the channel, you've never been here before, hi, it's great to see you. Know you're going to enjoy what you see here, especially if you're a Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Saxon fan. We've got a lot of lessons here, a lot of things that have been covered, so it's a great place to hang out. So why don't you do yourself a big favour? Click on that subscribe button, click on that bell, that way you're going to be notified whenever I'm posting anything new to the channel. And while you're all here at the time, why don't you click on that like button as well? Help this channel grow. The more it grows, the more I can put onto this channel for you. So it's a two-way thing. So let's get into this. Anyway, I am going to let you go. We are going to get into this lesson and I'm going to show you how to play Tyrant. So you know the score. Don't go away.
Preview.
Right, let's first of all look at the opening lick. I'll just play it through and then I'll break it down for you. So we start off on 2 and 2 on the E and the A string, and we're going to play from there. A 4, so we're going from that holding down them 2 to an F sharp 5. Then we've got another F sharp 5, open E, back to an F sharp 5, and we got then another F sharp 5, open E. We go then down to the A and the D string. We're going to play a B5, so we're playing 2 and 4 on the A and the D. And then finishing off with a D5, so we're playing open D string and 2 on the G. Now you notice when I was playing that, I was cutting the note off straight away, which is part of this riff. We've got to get these mutes in between the lines. So if I'm playing it slower, just so you can see that movement. See, each time I was killing off the note, just gets that real staccato feel when we're playing that. Next part is open A and D, going on to 2 on the D string. Again with their mutes being played in. And then we got an A5 again, open A, and then with B5, and we got another B5 again. And then 2 on the A, open E, and then up to a C sharp 5 on the A and D, which is 4 and 6. We play it nice and slow. Again with them mutes. And then we go back. So that is your opening riff. Also, that's known as riff number 1. Right, let's look at the verse section. Fairly easy this one, so I'll just play it through and then we'll break it down. So we start off on an open E string and then going to the 2 on the E. And we're going to play this over 2 bars. Then we go back. Now that's just for 1 bar, and then it's followed by this riff. What we're playing there is 2 on the low E, open string on the A, and then 2, 3, 4 on the A, finishing on the 4 on the D. And then we're back repeating. Now the final riff starts off exactly the same. we go to that 2 on the D, and then we're going to roll over our finger and go to the 2 on the G. So that's the end of the verse section. Now we're going to look at the chorus section. So let me just play through the chorus, which goes like this. Of course, that goes back to the riff. So let's just look at that progression. We start off with an F sharp 5, so we're on 2 on the E, down to an E5, up to a D5 on the A string, down 1 fret to a C sharp 5, back to the F sharp 5, open E5, D5 on the E, D5 on the A, sorry, and then to a B5 on 2 fret on the A, and then this riff. When I'm playing there, I'm playing 6 to 4 on the G string, down to the 7 and then 6 on the D, back to the 4 on the G, and then I've got a 7-6 on the D, and then we've got 6-7 down to the 4 on the D, and then back up to the 6 on the D. And then we're back into riff number 1. Play through that sequence again. So that's the chorus section. And from there we go back into the intro riff, which we play 3 times, go into a verse section, and then we do a complete chorus. And coming out of the chorus, we then are into riff number 2, which goes like this. Right, bit of a fun riff there, so let's just walk it through stage by stage. We start off with an open A string, and that's going to be the pedal tone through this riff. So we got open A to 7 on the D, and we got pedal on the A again, and we got 5 on the D with a pull off to open string, back to the pedal on the A, and then 7 on the D. Here we go. Then we've got 2 on the A, and then we've got a 5 to a 0 on the D, open A, and then we got a 5 to a 0 on the G, to a 7 on the D. Then we start to repeat the riff again, so we get an open A string to 7 on the D, 2 7s, 2 open, sorry, and then that 5 to the pull off to the open. And then we got an open A, and then to a G5 power chord. Moving up to a D5 power chord on the A string. So let's just go through that nice and slow. Next part starts off exactly the same, so we've got that open A string to the 7, 2 chugs on the A, and then 5-0 on the D, open A to the 7, then we back for 2 chugs on the A, and then that 5-7 on the D, the 5-0 on the D, and then we've got the chug on the A, and then we've got the 5-0 on the G, to the 7 on the D. Now the final part is going open on the A, 7, then 2 chugs on the A. Now we've got this series of going 5-0 on the D to the open A, 5-0 again, and then open A again, and then we've got a 4-0 on the D, back to the A, and then another 5-0, and then 2 on the D string. So that one, play that through. Then to finish it off, we are just going to play across 5, 4, 3 on the A. And then we go into the bridge section, which is all power chords and goes like this. Okay, let's just talk through them chords. We start off on a B5 on the A string, down to a G5 on the E, up to a D5 on the A, down to an A5 on the A, back to the B5, to a G5, up to an A5, down to an F sharp, which is on second fret on the low E, and back to a B5 on the A, to a G5 on the E, D5 on the A, A5 on the A, D string, then we move down to a G5, to an F sharp 5, then we move across to the B5 and we're going to play so we just that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that takes us into the solo section. Right, let's look at what is being played by the rhythm guitar in the solo. It starts off with that B5 chord played this. And then we're into this line that we're going to play 3 times. All I'm doing now, I'm using the open E string and I'm playing across this 5 to a 7 and then a 7 and then back on to a 5-7. Then we got another 7 and then we do a G5 to an A5. Then back. Going to play that 3 times, and then we're going to play a very similar pattern here where we're going to actually put our finger on 5 fret and we're going to play, so it's that 5 holding the 5 and behind that 5, that's what we're playing on the A string. So we're doing a 5-7, 7 again, and then 5-7, and then the chord, which is the 5 and the 7, and then we play a C to a D on the A string, so we get, and we're going to play that 4 times. And then we go back to our normal, which is that. So we're going to play that 2 times, and then we have this line that takes us out of the solo, which goes like this. All I'm doing now, I'm playing 2 on the A string, to 4 on the D, and then 3, then we got 3, 3 again, all on that D string, to a 4 on the D, and then to a 6. So now we'll look at what has been played by the rhythm guitar behind the second guitar solo, and I'm going to break this into 2 parts. It's a little bit long what we're going to play through. So let me just take you through the first section. I'll play it through and then break it down. Okay, that is the first section. What we're playing there, it's all on the E string to start with, and we're just going to play open E string first, and then we have got 5 on the 2 on the second fret. And then we got open E again, back to the 2. And then we've got another open E. And then we've got another 5 2s. And then we've got open A, back to the 2. So far. Then we're going to move across to the A string, and we're going to play open A first, followed by 7 on the 2. And then we got this rundown from the A string, which is 2 again on the A, open A, and then 3 on the low E, back to the A string doing 0 2 0, and then 4 on the low E, followed by 3 on the low E. So that second part goes. Now we're into some power chords. We start off with an A5 power chord for a whole bar. Then also a D5. And now we've got a whole series of C#5 power chords. Now we're going to do this. We've got 4 bars where we're just playing through on the 1 count, on the 4 count over the bars. You get 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Now we've got 2 bars where we're playing on the 1 on the 3. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. That's part 1. Let's have a look at the next part. Okay, what we are doing there, we're holding across 2nd fret on the A string right the way through down to the G string, and we're going to play, which is going 2 and then 4 on the D and the G string. Then we got a series of 4 chugs on the A string, then back to, and then repeat it and back to the chugs. So we get and we're going to play that 8 times. On the last one, on the last bar, we've got this. Go down to a G, and then we go to an A. Back to the to a G, and then to an A again. Final part of the solo goes like this. I'm doing that, I'm across the A and the D string, I'm playing 2 on the A, 4 on the D, back to the 2, I go to 5 on the D, back to 2 on the A, back to 5 on the D, then I've got a C chord, then 5 on the D, 3 on the A, move up 1 more fret to a C5 power chord, and then to a 3 on the low E. And then we go back to that. And from there we got a final part similar to what we just played in the solo, but this time we're just going to be sticking it on the E string, and we just go. And then we go back to the bridge that we've looked at previously. From there we go back and we do a verse, which we've covered, and we go back into a chorus section, play all the way through the chorus section, and then we are into the outro, which goes like this. I'm doing that, I'm just playing an F sharp, so I'm on 2nd fret on the low E, up to a D on the A string, A5 to a B5, E5, C sharp 5 on the A, down to the E string from F sharp 5. Finish with an F sharp. And that takes us to the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed working through the various parts of the Tyrant. Not too many, it's not too hard. Kind of little few riffs that are quite good fun to play through, but nothing really too fast and challenging on the picking side of things. Anyway, I'm going to let you go so you can get into this song and enjoy yourself. Until the next time, this is Jeff, wishing you well, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Until then, goodbye.